Have you ever wondered why some people break down in the face of difficulties, while others emerge even stronger after facing those same challenges? The difference isn't in physical strength. It is in the mindset. If you look at the most successful people in the world, you will find one thing in common: their mental strength. Whether it is business, sports, or life's toughest moments, mentally strong people stay calm even under pressure. They turn failure into lessons and maintain control of their minds in every situation. Research shows that about 70–80% of a person's daily thoughts can be negative. If we don't learn to control them, those very thoughts slowly begin to control our confidence, our decision-making, and our future. Therefore, mental strength is not a luxury. It has become a survival skill in today's fast-paced and competitive world. In this video, we will explore the real science behind becoming mentally strong and the powerful principles that can completely transform your thoughts, emotions, and actions. You will learn how to master your emotions, how to turn difficulties into training instead of weaknesses, how to control your life through discipline rather than motivation, how to protect your mental environment, how to use failure as feedback instead of an end, and most importantly, how to turn your inner voice into powerful self-talk. If you truly want your mind to grow stronger instead of breaking in the face of any life challenge, then this video is for you. Watch until the end because every chapter will give your mindset a new direction. And if you want to learn such powerful books and life-changing ideas in an easy and engaging way, subscribe to the influential audiobook channel now so that every new video reaches you first. Chapter 1: Master Your Emotions. Imagine this. You wake up and your day begins, but within minutes, a small thing ruins your mood. Perhaps a harsh message, getting stuck in traffic, or a situation beyond your control. Slowly, irritation grows, negative thoughts fill your mind, and without realizing it, your entire day passes under the influence of that one emotion. The question is, should the direction of our lives really be decided by these small emotions? The truth is that the most mentally strong people in the world do not suppress their emotions. They learn to understand them. They know that anger, fear, jealousy, or stress are not enemies. They are merely signals that the mind is trying to tell us something important. The only difference is that some people understand these signals and maintain control, while others fall under the control of those signals. An interesting fact in psychology is that the human brain provides emotional reactions very quickly because a part called the amygdala identifies danger or threats immediately. This is why we sometimes react without thinking. However, mentally strong people do not choose a reaction, they choose a response. This small difference can change your entire life. Imagine two people in the same situation. Both receive criticism. The first person is immediately hurt, responds in anger, and regrets it later. The second person pauses for a few seconds, takes a deep breath, and calmly observes the situation. That same criticism becomes an opportunity for improvement for them. This is emotional mastery. It doesn't mean eliminating emotions, but giving them direction. Many great leaders and athletes in history achieved extraordinary success because of this skill. When pressure is at its peak, their minds do not panic. They think clearly because they understand one simple rule: an emotion is temporary, but a decision can be permanent. Therefore, the first step to becoming mentally strong is awareness. Whenever a strong emotion arises, instead of reacting immediately, ask yourself, am I becoming a slave to this emotion or can I control it? This very moment can become your real power. Chapter 2: Embrace Hardship. Think for a moment. If there were never any problems in life, if everything was always easy and every task was completed without struggle, would we ever truly become strong? Probably not. The truth is that a human's real strength is built through difficulties, not comfort. Imagine a young athlete who wakes up every morning to train. His muscles ache, his body is tired, and many times he feels like skipping practice. But that very pain slowly becomes his strength. If that athlete never struggled, he could never become a champion. The same rule applies to life. Hardship is a kind of mental gym where every challenge trains our thinking, patience, and courage. Often we fail to see this truth. When a problem arises, we immediately think, why is this happening to me? But mentally strong people change the question. They ask, what can this situation teach me? This mindset makes the difference. In the stories of all extraordinary people, be it successful entrepreneurs, famous athletes, or great leaders, one thing is common: struggle. Almost everyone has faced failures, rejections, and hardships. Famous research suggests that when a person goes through difficult circumstances, their brain creates new neural connections. This means struggle doesn't just build character, it literally makes the brain stronger. Imagine two different people facing a major setback. The first person sees it as the end. They get scared, lose confidence, and stop taking risks. The second person views that setback as training. They fall, but they get up every time having learned something. After some time, that very struggle becomes their biggest strength. This is why mentally strong people do not spend much time in their comfort zones. They know that growth is always found outside of discomfort. When you put yourself in difficult situations, whether it's learning a new skill, public speaking, or facing a fear, your mind gradually becomes stronger. Initially, every challenge seems hard, but over time, those challenges become normal. This process builds confidence. Real power lies in understanding that hardship is not an enemy, but a hidden teacher. Chapter 3: Discipline over Motivation. Have you ever noticed that when we set a new goal, our motivation is very high at the start? There is excitement, plans are made, and it feels like life will change completely. But after a few days, that motivation fades. One day laziness kicks in, the next day you're not in the mood, and by the third day you think, "I'll start tomorrow." Slowly, the goal is left behind and the routine returns to what it was. This is the moment where most people give up, because they left their success at the mercy of motivation. But mentally strong people follow a different rule. They know that motivation is temporary, while discipline is permanent power. Imagine a writer who wants to write every day. If he only waits for motivation, he might only write 2 or 3 days a month. But if he develops discipline, he will write every day, regardless of his mood. This difference creates extraordinary results over time. In psychology, there is an interesting concept called the habit loop. When we repeat an action repeatedly, the brain makes it automatic. It takes effort at first, but after a while it becomes a routine. Successful people control their lives through systems and habits, not motivation. Discipline turns small actions into powerful results. The secret of the world's top athletes and entrepreneurs is that they don't wait to feel motivated. They know greatness is built from daily habits. Chapter 4: Protect your mental environment. Imagine your mind is like a garden. Every day, new seeds are sown, seeds of positive thoughts, negative doubts, and ideas that shape your personality. Now think, if weeds start growing in this garden every day, or if toxic words are poured into it, can the garden stay healthy? Absolutely not. The same applies to our mental environment. The things we hear daily, the people we spend time with, and the content we consume repeatedly become our way of thinking. A psychological fact states that humans are heavily influenced by the average thinking of the 5 people they surround themselves with. Mentally strong people understand this truth. They consciously decide who to spend time with, which advice to take seriously, and which negativity to ignore. Strong-minded people create a filter. Instead of starting the day with social media and comparison, they consume inspiring ideas and learning content. When you protect your mental environment, doubts decrease, clarity increases, and confidence develops naturally because your mind is no longer fighting constant negativity. It is working in the direction of growth. Chapter 5: Failure as Feedback. Think back to a moment in your life when you worked hard, but the result wasn't what you expected. How did it feel? It probably felt like the end. A voice inside says, "Maybe I'm not worthy," or "I can't do this." This is where most people stop because they view failure as a final destination. However, almost every successful person in history has faced failure, often repeatedly. The difference is that some people make failure their identity while others make it feedback. Imagine a scientist. If an experiment doesn't give the expected result, they don't think it's the end. They see the result as data. It tells them which path doesn't work, bringing them closer to the path that does. For mentally strong people, failure is not a source of shame. It is information. Thomas Edison famously said he didn't fail 1,000 times to make the light bulb. He just found 1,000 ways that didn't work. Failure is life's most honest teacher. It shows you exactly where improvement is needed. When you see failure as feedback, fear diminishes because every attempt is no longer a verdict on your worth, but a part of the learning process. Chapter 6, Powerful Self-Talk. Who do you talk to most during the day? Not friends or family, but yourself. There is a constant voice in our minds. If that voice says, "I can't handle this," or "What if I fail?" it shapes our reality. The most powerful conversation you will ever have is the one you have with yourself. Your brain begins to believe what you tell it repeatedly. Mentally strong people know they cannot control every external voice, but they can train their inner voice. Think of an athlete in the final lap. Their body is exhausted, but their inner voice decides if they stop or cross the finish line. Strong self-talk doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means having an honest but encouraging conversation with yourself. Instead of "I am a failure," say, "I have learned something and I will do better next time." Gradually, this habit reprograms the mind. Your inner voice stops being your enemy and becomes your coach. Mental strength is not something some people are born with and others aren't. It is a skill, a journey that anyone can develop. It is built through small daily decisions and habits. Life will not always be easy. Challenges and doubts will come. But when your mind is strong, those challenges, instead of breaking you, make you more powerful. Remember, becoming mentally strong isn't a one-day achievement. It is a continuous process. Every struggle is an opportunity to control your mind. This is where you discover your greatest power, the power that gives you the courage to stand up after every fall and reminds you that the real victory isn't outside, but inside your own mind.